channel, Purposeful Play, where I talk about all things early childhood education. I'm Danielle and I teach 4K in Wisconsin. And I have noticed that my videos that I've shared that with the small group games and activities are the most watched. So I thought I would share with you 5 more ideas. So let's get started. All right, the first game or activity is musical chairs, which has been a really fun and popular one the past few days. I've actually done it in a large group and then also in small group. So you put music on your computer. I use my computer to Zoom with the kids. So I put some music on, everybody gets up, they dance. It could be something that is a follow along kind of thing where you share your screen and they do the moves, or it's just free dancing. And then you pause the music and everybody has to rush back to their spot, sit down, and then you flash a number on the screen. So I'd hold this one up, and at first, the first time we did it, they had to show me that many fingers. So, they have to put up 8 fingers. And sometimes I asked them, obviously not for 8, but let's say for 4, they would show me 4, and I said, now show me a different way to make 4. So then they could show the 3 and the 1 or the 2 and the 2. And then today what we did was I played music, everybody had to sit down, and I showed them the number, and then they took their chalkboards and they had to make the number. And as I was making my number and demonstrating how to do it, they were also making theirs at the same time, but I did the little poems that I do. So the 8 is make an S, and then don't wait, go back up and make an 8. And then I had everybody hold theirs up, and then we erased it and we started dancing again. So that was what we did today, and the kids seemed to really love it, and boy, were they doing a great job writing their numbers. You could also do it not with numbers, but you could do letters, and then they have to write the letters down. You could do it with a dot dice or a plate that has dots on it, or a piece of paper, however you want to do it, that has dots on it, and they have to count them quickly. Or they just, that subitizing, recognizing very quickly what the number is and write that number down on their board. So that has been a lot of fun. So this one isn't one that we're actually doing tomorrow. The kids have been asked to bring a piece of paper, a pencil, and some small items to small group. So with the piece of paper, I'm going to show them how to fold their paper in half, and then open it up again and fold it in half and half the other way, so they have the boxes. And then they are going to write numbers in these boxes. So I'm gonna say the numbers with them. Okay, number 1. So it might take a few minutes to get this made, but then we have this for other days, and they can put number 1 anywhere they want. And then we're gonna play a game of bingo with their bingo card. So this one, I think I'll have them fold it up and then put it back in their school supply bag, because it's something that we could play again. We could also flip it over. After they've written their numbers on one side, we can write some letters on the other side and play a letter bingo. I'll have to keep you updated on how that one goes. I'm hoping it's gonna be good, because I know the kids love it when we do it in class, so I'm hoping that it'll also work virtually. Here's another small group game that is on Google Slides. I actually did not make this one. My coworker made it, and my co-teacher. So because we share our small group games, I have access to this one. And so the kids close their eyes, kind of the same as the little mouse idea, where you can put the cans behind the in the recycling bin, but they have to figure out how many are in the recycling bin by looking at how many are left. So I put these in, like the dot pattern of a dice, and so everybody close their eyes. I'm gonna move 2 over there. And then they have to open their eyes and they have to figure out how many are in the bin. So a little bit of math here. It could be counting on. Well, we have 3 and we know there were 5, so we'll count on to 5. 3, 4, 5. And they can use their fingers if they need to. And then you can check to see how many are in the bin. And then there was another one here that had, this one is banana peels. They're actually already in the trash can. But there are more of them. So if you have a group of kids that needs more than 10 or more than 5, you can do that as well. So, and of course, we're doing our recycling study, so you can talk about, you know, the cans, the aluminum cans, and why they would go in recycling and why the banana peels would go in the garbage can. And you can change this really to anything. It doesn't have to be a garbage can or recycling bin. It could be absolutely anything. So that's another one, easy game, and the kids really enjoy it. This is a game I have at school as a felt board activity, and I did talk about that one in another small group activities video that I can link down below. But this one is just a quick one I created on Google Slides and working on number recognition. You can change these little windows or little doors to teen numbers, letters, whatever you think your kids need to work on. So everybody closes their eyes, and then you hide the mouse behind a house. And then everybody says, little mouse, are you hiding behind the? And then people take a turn guessing where it is. They say behind the yellow house. If they don't know the number, they can give you the color, or they can say the number. And usually if they give me a color, they say yellow, I'll say, oh yeah, the number 5 house. And then we move it over and yay, we found the mouse. So that is the little mouse game. I have put this in my folder. It's called Small Group Games. And I link that little folder in my description box below, and you're welcome to make a copy of this and change it and do whatever you want with it. So that is Little Mouse. Okay, so this is the last one that is a Google slide. For some reason, the way that this is sharing to you, you don't actually see the whole thing, but when you do it for kids, it does. So we're playing a game of I Spy, and depending on what your group of kids, what they know already or what you're working on, you could just do color. You could do a description. You know, I spy with my little eye something that is green and is an animal. And then they have to try to find it. Or you might use the first letter. I spy with my little eye something that is orange and starts with a d sound. You could also do rhyming. I spy with my little eye something that rhymes with leg. And you could do that one too. Or you can just say the letter. It starts with the letter B. So lots of different things you can do with this depending on what level your kids are at. And this was just taken from the internet. I copy and pasted it into this Google slide. Again, this one is in my the small group games folder that I am sharing with you down below. You're more than welcome to make a copy of it and use it on your own. Okay, so the last one, I got this idea from Dr. Jean. I spent a lot of time this Thanksgiving break watching her videos. And I actually haven't done this one with the kids, but I know I will very soon, maybe even next week. It is the song 5 Little Ducks Went Out One Day. And my felt letters are at school, so these are not sticking all that great, but I wanted to share this one with you. So, and if you notice, I'm keeping it simple. I had some scrap felt, cut it up, cut a little sun, and it's ready to go. So, 5 little letters went out one day, over the hills and far away. The teacher called b, 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 but only the letter B came back. Then you have these ones. 4 little letters went out one day, over the hills and far away. The teacher called p, 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 but only the letter P came back. And then you just keep going until they're all gone. So I thought that one was really clever. I do have the 5 Little Ducks little felt board guys, but I thought this was really clever, and I think the kids would love it because they can do the hand motions and they can be saying the letter sounds and telling you what letter it is. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You can give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos. And have a happy day.